Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to tell about a story which is called Penny's Panda-tastic Playground Pal. Enjoy it! Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between rolling hills and lush green forests, there lived a little girl named Penny. Penny was a bright and bubbly 7-year-old with a heart as big as the sun. She had a head full of curly red hair that danced in the wind as she skipped through the cobblestone streets of her neighborhood. Penny's favorite place in the whole wide world was the local playground. It was a magical place filled with swings that soared high into the sky, slides that twisted and turned like giant serpents, and a sandbox that seemed to stretch on forever. But Penny's absolute favorite part of the playground was the old oak tree that stood tall in the center, its branches reaching out like welcoming arms. Now, there was something special about this oak tree. It was said that if you listened closely, you could hear it whispering secrets to the wind. Penny loved to sit beneath its leafy canopy and listen to the rustle of the leaves as they shared their stories with her. One sunny afternoon, as Penny was swinging on the swings and giggling with delight, she noticed something unusual peeking out from behind the oak tree. It was a fluffy black and white creature with big, round eyes and a playful grin. It was a panda. Penny couldn't believe her eyes. She had never seen a real-life panda before, let alone one in her own backyard. With a squeal of excitement, she dashed over to the oak tree to get a closer look. "Hello there, little panda," Penny exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with wonder. The panda blinked at her curiously and then let out a soft chuffing sound, almost like a laugh. "I'm Penny," she said, reaching out a hand to pat the panda's furry head. "What's your name?" The panda tilted its head to the side and then nuzzled against Penny's hand, as if to say, "My name is Panda." Penny giggled. "Panda it is, then. Would you like to play with me?" To Penny's delight, the panda nodded eagerly and followed her as she skipped over to the swings. Together, they soared through the air, laughing and shouting with joy. They raced down the slides, whooping with excitement as they tumbled to the bottom. And when they grew tired, they sat together beneath the oak tree, listening to its whispered secrets as the sun dipped below the horizon. From that day on, Penny and Panda were the best of friends. They spent every afternoon together at the playground, exploring every nook and cranny and making memories that would last a lifetime. Little did they know, their adventures were just beginning. As the days turned into weeks, Penny and Panda's friendship blossomed like a field of wildflowers in the springtime. They shared everything together, from picnics under the shade of the oak tree to daring games of hide-and-seek among the playground equipment. But one day, as Penny arrived at the playground, she noticed that something was amiss. The swings were still, the slides empty, and there was no sign of Panda anywhere. "Panda? Where are you?" Penny called out, her voice tinged with worry. But there was no answer, only the whisper of the wind through the leaves of the oak tree. Frantically, Penny searched high and low, checking behind every tree and under every bush. But Panda was nowhere to be found. Just as tears began to prick at the corners of her eyes, Penny heard a faint rustling coming from the bushes near the edge of the playground. With a glimmer of hope in her heart, she dashed over to investigate. And there, nestled among the greenery, was Panda, looking sad and forlorn. "Panda, what's wrong?" Penny asked, kneeling down beside her furry friend. Panda let out a soft sigh and gestured towards her paw, which was swollen and red. "Oh no! You're hurt!" Penny exclaimed, her heart sinking. Gently, Penny examined Panda's paw and saw a tiny thorn lodged in the soft fur. "Don't worry, Panda. I'll take care of you," Penny said reassuringly. With careful fingers, Penny removed the thorn and bandaged Panda's paw with a strip of cloth from her backpack. "There, all better," Penny said with a smile. Panda blinked up at her gratefully, and then, to Penny's amazement, she began to purr like a contented cat. "You like that, huh?" Penny laughed, scratching Panda behind the ears. And with that, Penny and Panda's friendship grew even stronger. They continued to explore the playground together, but now, they were more than just playmates, they were a team. No matter what adventures lay ahead, Penny knew that as long as she had Panda by her side, everything would be okay. And so, with the sun setting behind the hills and the stars twinkling in the night sky, Penny and Panda sat together beneath the oak tree, their hearts full of happiness and love. Little did they know, their greatest adventure was yet to come. The next morning dawned bright and clear, with a hint of excitement in the air. Penny could hardly contain her anticipation as she raced to the playground, eager to see what new adventures awaited her and Panda. As she arrived, she noticed a colorful banner stretched across the entrance to the playground, fluttering in the gentle breeze. It read, "Welcome to Penny and Panda's Panda-tastic Playground Pal party." Penny's eyes widened with surprise and delight. She couldn't believe it, her friends and neighbors had organized a special celebration in honor of her friendship with Panda. With a joyful laugh, Penny dashed into the playground, where she was greeted by a chorus of cheers and applause. Balloons bobbed in the air, music filled the space, and the smell of freshly baked cookies wafted from a nearby table. But the best part of all was seeing Panda's face light up with excitement as she joined in the festivities, her paw fully healed and ready for fun. Together, Penny and Panda danced and played and laughed until their sides hurt. They swung on the swings, slid down the slides, and even climbed to the top of the old oak tree, where they waved to the crowd below like true playground royalty. As the day drew to a close and the sun dipped below the horizon, Penny and Panda sat together beneath the oak tree, their hearts overflowing with happiness. "Panda, today was the best day ever," Penny said, leaning her head against her furry friend's side. Panda nodded in agreement, a contented smile on her face. "And you know what?" Penny continued. "I don't think our adventures are over just yet. In fact, I think they're just beginning." And with that, Penny and Panda gazed up at the stars, their eyes sparkling with excitement and wonder. For they knew that no matter what challenges they faced or adventures they embarked upon, they would always have each other, and that was the greatest gift of all. And so, dear reader, as you close the pages of this story and bid farewell to Penny and Panda, remember this: friendship is a treasure beyond measure, and with a little love and laughter, anything is possible. I hope you enjoy listening to Penny's Panda-tastic Playground Pal.